In a broadcast on Iranian state-owned news media Press TV, Australian Independent Senator Fatima Payman said, "Incredible place that Iran is, allowing for women to participate in the workforce, to ensure that they have a voice and their voices are heard. They're involved in the democratic process. Reality that we're not privy to, living here and listening to the propaganda that we receive from very single-sided organisations with a specific agenda. Oh yes, Iran is the bastion of women's rights and democracy. All good democracies need a supreme leader who holds final religious and political authority over all affairs of the state, ruling essentially by divine right." Of course, many disagree with Senator Payman's assessment of women's rights in Iran. In 2022, Iranian woman Jina Amini was arrested by the so-called morality police for allegedly not wearing a proper hijab, beaten while inside a police van, slipped into a coma, and died 3 days later, although the Iranian authorities claim she died from an underlying health condition. The repeated blows to her body had nothing to do with it at all. Kylie Moore-Gilbert, an Australian academic who was detained for 2 years in Iran on espionage charges, with no evidence being made public, criticised Ms. Payman's comments, tweeting, "Oh my God, girl, what are you doing? What is this nonsense you are saying? Iran has no democratic process, least of all one which women are allowed to participate in. Why agree to be interviewed by Press TV, English-language propaganda arm of the Islamic Republic, known for broadcasting false confession videos and forced interviews with prisoners before they are executed? The irony of a strong and powerful woman originally from Afghanistan who fled that country as a refugee and is well aware of the horrific gender apartheid perpetrated there against women and girls, denying that her Iranian sisters face similar challenges just next door. To what end, Senator? Are there really that many votes to be found in cozying up to a brutal authoritarian regime like Iran's? You are many things, dear Senator, and in the past your contribution to Parliament has been a valuable one. But Australia's voice you absolutely are not," referring to Ms. Payman's newly formed Australia's Voice party. Anyway, after the public backlash and a bit of reflection, Ms. Payman saw the error of her ways and decided to apologise. Payman apologises for saying Iran is a place where women's voices are heard. On her Instagram account, she released a statement essentially explaining her actions and somewhat apologising. "At the event, I listened to Australian Iranian women share their personal experiences, describing life in positive terms. When a journalist from Press TV later asked about the conversations I had at the event, I made comments that reflected what women had shared with me, not my own personal opinion. I had no knowledge of Press TV and their political affiliations. I acknowledge that the Iranian community is not homogenous and individuals have different lived experiences. However, I recognise that my comments did not reflect the realities of women who have suffered violence, brutality, and severe human rights violations. My intention was never to downplay or minimise their pain. If my words caused hurt, I sincerely apologise." Of course, she finishes with the obligatory, "Every woman's life matters equally." If genuine equality was her aim, why not simply say, "Every person's life matters equally"? Clearly, even in her apology, identity politics remain at the forefront of her political agenda. Interestingly, her new party, Australia's Voice, has its first candidate, Mohammed El Masri, who apparently quit the Greens Party, will be the party's lead Senate candidate for Victoria. As an Australian, do these people represent you? Will you be voting for Australia's Voice?